Hi, you muck sticks. How y'all doing? Trying a new thing out with that inside joke, I guess. Are y'all doing okay? Because we're doing pretty good too. We are doing Office Christmas Party. This is the first of our next, 3 episodes total, and the last one will be released on Christmas Eve. That'll all be Christmas movies. I actually stepped out of this one. I let these 3 guys pick, so enjoy these Christmas movies, and if they are not good, blame them. Ha ha ha. That is the intro, people. Anyways, Josh, hit him with it.
With the plot of the movie. Okay, Office Christmas Party. When the CEO tries to close her hard-partying brother's branch, he and his chief technical officer must rally their coworkers and host an epic office Christmas party in effort to impress a potential client and close a sale that will save their jobs.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
I mean, that sounds so Christmassy, right? Y'all like that, right? Right?
Yeah.
You like that, right?
Well, this will tell you if they liked it. The budget was $45 million,
They loved it.
and they grossed $54.7 million. So, I mean, basically the same.
Yeah.
It's an hour and 45 minutes, which is kind of long for a comedy movie, but I enjoyed it, and it came out in the year 2016.
No
Man,
shit.
ages ago.
How many ages is that, Rodney?
That's
And after that,
7
tell us the
ages.
awards and noms.
That's 7 ages ago with no awards and no
I was
nominations.
going to say there's
Yeah, I figured.
I was
None
not surprised
whatsoever.
by
But, I mean...
Is it the Dark
It wasn't
Ages or
going
not
for,
quite?
Oscars. Dark
What?
Ages?
You watched a completely different movie than I did then.
No, we watched Rudolph, right?
Why we do this?
The Red-Nosed Reindeer? Because we do it to it, Tyler. Jeez. Is it 2 minutes yet?
It was a star-studded cast. Though.
exactly.
No, this is a massive cast.
This is a pretty heavy.
What, Olivia Munn, Jason Bateman, T.J. Miller,
Jennifer
Jennifer Aniston, Rob Corddry, which anything he's in, I'm always on board. I will always watch
Yeah, he's amazing.
a movie that he's in.
Jillian Bell.
She's in it.
Is that the redhead?
No,
the
that's
I really liked her.
that's the girl from Workaholics.
She's
Oh,
the
yes,
pimp.
yes. Yeah, she's
stand her.
awesome.
She's
What, you can't stand her?
awesome.
Can't
Dude,
stand her.
that was a perfect role for her.
I love her, dude.
And
I feel like she plays the same role in everything.
What's his name from Wanda? Oh, I can't remember his name.
From what?
The Asian, the baby.
Oh, yeah.
What's his name, dude?
Well, he's Asian Jim.
He's
a
so
lot.
hilarious.
funny though.
He's in a lot of. He played Kim Jong Un in there.
Yes,
Mhm.
in the interview.
Yeah.
Oh, Wong Chong Li. What is his name? For real, that's gonna kill
It's
me.
I know. Oh, don't look it up, Tyler.
I'm not.
Is it Kim Jong? Kim
Hmm?
Jong?
Who are you talking about? You
The
talking about the
Asian
terrorist?
dude. You're talking about Asian guy, right?
Yeah. Oh, Richard
Nixon?
Parks. It's Randall Parks. That's his name.
I'm thinking of somebody.
Randall
Yeah.
Parks.
Yeah, incorrect on that on mine. So no awards and noms is what you're telling us.
0.
Shocking.
That is bull crap. Who was everyone's favorite character? Mine would have to be T.J. Miller. I think he's my favorite.
I'm a huge T.J. Miller fan.
Me too.
I think that's an unpopular opinion. I feel like most people I talk to end up saying that they hate him.
No,
but
dude.
I think he's
they're
fucking
crazy.
hilarious.
I caught
is
one of
very
his
funny.
stand-ups like early on, and I was like, "Who is this guy? He's amazing." And then out of nowhere, I started realizing, I'm like, "Oh, that's the guy from that movie," and then that's the guy. Oh, yeah, he's the cameraman in Cloverfield. What the hell? Like, it was just like little moments where I was coming to. I was like, "Oh my God, it's T.J. Miller the whole time."
Unfortunately,
And
he got
that happens.
canceled. Little fuckers.
You don't like him?
No, I said unfortunately he got canceled.
Did he?
Yeah.
Really?
Oh,
In
I didn't-
Transformers, the
I mean, that-
first Wahlberg movie.
Yeah,
He
he's
was
in
in
that.
Yeah, he got canceled. He, spoiler alert, died.
Oh.
Oh yeah, that's a
my-
good scene.
It's my
That's a
second
good
uncle.
scene. It's like
Once
the
removed.
Second
movie.
uncle.
Once removed.
I didn't even think about that.
I,
Miller.
I agree with Brandon. My favorite character is T.J. Miller as Clay, but I also really enjoyed Jason Bateman in this movie.
That's who I
His
wrote down. I love.
delivery, his sarcastic,
Me too.
straight face, calm demeanor is just hilarious
I love
that he plays in it.
everything Jason Bateman's in it.
Yeah.
seems like.
You know,
Since-
TJ
100%.
Clay, TJ Miller's character is most excellent in this movie. I
Yeah.
love him.
What are you, Bill and Ted?
But I'm better.
Okay.
But I think
You're
favorite
you're
character wise
bad?
for me has to go to HR Lady. Kate
You always
McKinnon.
pick
Mary?
I fucking
No,
hated
Kate
her too.
McKinnon, dude. The whole farting thing is so funny
The
to
cheese.
me, and I don't know why, but she's like in tense situations.
So you're
I fart.
a second grader, is what you're telling
I
us.
guess I don't know. But it's just everything she was doing to me. Was
Rodney's
just
like, remember
hilarious.
the farts? Those were great. Jeez. All right.
Do y'all have least favorite?
Yeah,
Yes,
me and
I do.
Rodney both have the same
100%.
Because you all have already named my two least
The,
favorite.
the
two
DJ.
women.
The DJ is the worst. I hate him as an actor.
Once each. What else is he in?
He's in a couple things. I can't. No, he's in that. I can't stand him. I don't know. I just don't find him funny like in the least bit.
Well,
Like
he
every
plays
time.
the same like white black guy.
Yeah,
thing,
and he-
where he's trying to do that, like, you know what I'm saying, Buttercup.
Which it's-
This guy talks.
he's
Same
tries
thing
too
for
hard.
me with the Workaholics girl. I do not
Really?
find her funny at all. And
Well,
like
she wasn't
Tyler
my
said,
favorite character.
she seems to play the same role. And
Yeah,
like,
like 22
I don't-
Jump
I
Street.
don't
She's
like her.
hilarious. Like, are we gonna fuck right now? It's like, what?
I think she's absolutely
I
hilarious.
can't
Yeah,
stand her.
she's amazing. I love Jillian. And
Did
yeah.
you have a least?
No, I mean not
No.
particularly. I'd have to rack my brain about it. Like nobody. Like I have favorites for sure, but there's nobody that's like, God, I'm just not feeling them. The people under the favorites kind of level out. What was y'all's favorite like funny scene?
I have, I think
15.
one. Two.
There was one that
I have three.
stood out the most to me.
I'll just run through mine. When Kate McKinnon is telling that girl at the very beginning to button up her shirt,
Yeah.
and then what's the name? Rod Corey comes in and like has her back and was like, "Are you like sexually or what?" You know, he's like all for her having her shirt unbuttoned. It's just really funny how hard of a stance he took on that.
Do to this, Rod. It's like the tip of the hose is really warm. Do you have warm lips?
Well, I've got
Come on,
those
let me
hand
see.
warmers that you wear on your hands.
Yeah, your
I
lips
ate
are
one
warm. and
earlier.
This made me cough. Anyways,
Yeah.
Tyler, go ahead.
Oh yeah, that scene was hilarious. The second favorite scene I have is meeting Jennifer Aniston first time in the meeting
That was
Yeah.
funny.
with T.J. Miller like demanding to stay standing
gonna
up
stand.
just because he wants to, and not because, yeah, all that. And then Mary, the HR lady, whenever she farts, and I put like most fart jokes.
What'd I tell you?
I said very few fart jokes will get me laughing. Like it's not the fart that's funny; it's what you say after the fart that gets remembered. And that's what she says. Like she can't
You
deal
should
with
write that
tension.
on your tombstone.
I know. I thought about that quote and I was like, "That's deep." It's not the fart
It's as
you
deep
enjoy.
Was it as deep as the fart?
because all farts
Those
kind
are
of sound the
deep
same.
farts.
It's what you say after that's
No,
funny.
you haven't heard me fart then, bro.
And then my last favorite
It's a weird
scene
thing to one up someone over.
is when Fred and Allison are making out in that room.
Mm-hmm.
Fred's the Asian guy, Allison's the like
Mhm.
redhead, and they start like pillow talking as her being like the mom and stuff. They start making out. Then he just takes
Starts
it way
kissing
too
his
far.
We're still on this?
Yeah, that scene. Those are my three favorite
I
scenes.
think
of
that
the
was
movies.
4 years.
I thought you
Maybe.
said like
Three.
6.
Those three.
Okay, the
We're all wrong.
one that was funniest to me was when Jason Bateman drank the eggnog down the
Yeah, I
had a
knew.
feeling
I didn't want
the
to. I knew
loo, and
someone
he's
was
like
going to bring that up.
massaging the balls,
Olivia,
and then he
Munn-
like spits it out, and it just had to be eggnog.
yeah,
Yeah.
That was the funniest.
that
to me.
was really
Also,
funny.
one line I think I told
Yeah,
you,
yeah.
Tyler,
Yeah.
right before we started recording, that T.J. Miller says towards the end of the movie, he said, "Shut the fuck door," and for whatever reason, that caught me off guard, and I laughed so hard at that for some reason. But yeah, what about you, Rodney?
Eggnog and fuck doors.
I don't know. I think just because of how it was going, like when Bateman and Clay were walking down the street,
Yeah.
and for one, he mentions the whole how are you not cold wearing a coat, not wearing a coat or whatever. But after a serious conversation, it just averts right to how fast do you have to go to jump this bridge.
Yeah.
And he says, you got the mind of like a drunk baby.
Yeah, exactly.
And I'm just like, dude, that scene every time gets me, dude. This
Yeah.
is so
Does it
funny.
remand you of yourself?
In a way, it
Like,
kinda,
that's 100% Rock.
That's
We're
why I
walking,
immediately was like that. He related.
and
to
he's
that one.
like,
because like I feel like I immediately started doing calculations in my head, like how fast I
It's-
think you would have to go and everything.
It's not even just that. I'm not even saying the other guys don't do it too, but that sounds like something you'd say, and I would legitimately say that exact line back to you. Type of shit. Yeah, that's exactly right. And for me, yeah, and it, like after all that too, like with when they go inside that whatever the fuck with the big tree or whatever, and they're playing around and knock it over. And
Oh,
they're-
all that
the Nerf
shit.
ship fight.
Yeah, I feel like bringing that up because that was pretty funny.
That's what me and Tyler, because we watched it and we were both like, dude, that's like the best boss you can ever have.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
TJ Miller.
This job has like the coolest bosses ever.
Oh, yeah.
Besides Jennifer Aniston.
Yeah.
Which,
Which that's actually my favorite funny scene. And it's not even like necessarily the funniest, but for some reason I always think about this movie even when I haven't watched it recently. I always think about the banter like between, the brother and sister Aniston and like I really enjoy all of that when it comes into play.
yeah, because
I
it's not
guess
professional at
scenes.
all.
Yeah, I guess it's scenes, but yeah, just throw a little bit different spins. Y'all said some ones that were kind of on my radar too, but just to also point that out.
Also, like when TJ Miller's dressed up as Santa and he takes the sleigh down the steps.
Oh
Yeah.
my god!
And then
Trying to
Jason
turn
Bateman,
it.
well, it's when Jason Bateman goes up to him. He's like, "Did that hurt or whatever?" And he has $300,000 strapped. To
Yeah,
his
that was
fucking
great. He's
chest.
just giving out money like crazy.
Oh, he says, I have the money on my
For the
persons, and
bonus.
she's like, oh, in a personal safe.
Yeah, she said he says it's safe.
I was like, no, dude.
And then the whole story with T.J. Miller, what he did in this movie, like he spent all his
Oh,
money,
his
Yeah.
all his own money,
That's the best
thing.
boss.
and the
Seriously.
and the company's doing well. Jennifer Aniston just is being
Wanted
tough
more.
and just wants more.
And the separate cars thing at the very end when Jillian's in the one car and then they're in the other one, like that whole
Oh,
scene
yeah.
is hilarious. And they go to actually do the fucking ramp that they were talking about earlier.
Jennifer Aniston in that scene, she's yelling at Jillian. She's like, "Tell him to stop! Tell him to stop!" And she grabs a gun and points it at his head. And she's like, "Stop! Stop! Stop! It's not working!"
yeah, that's the best. Yeah, because she's like, "Oh, see,
Like I didn't
no."
try that.
Yeah, I love her reaction. Yeah, that works, right? It's like, yeah, that might be the funniest scene to me. That scene
Yeah, that
gets me
scene's
every
good.
time. I almost forgot about that one. Tyler.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of boobs. There's a lot of butts. There's even a wiener.
A
Oh
3D
my
printed.
3D
Holy
printed.
shit, dude. And
I don't remember all the
speaking in
timestamps.
threes here, especially, not just 3D, the trifecta of nakedness. Love that.
I know. No, I don't think it showed a vagina.
No, it did not.
Did not.
Speak for yourself. That one girl came crashing in on a parachute and pressed her vagina against the glass window. Did you see that? That's actually my favorite deleted scene, which I also have deleted scenes
yeah.
again, guys, so get ready for that.
That's fine.
I got rushed into watching this one.
I wonder where this was shot.
Oh, the location of the movie was actually filmed in Atlanta, Georgia.
Yep.
Oh, I would've thought
But
this
then
I can see
the
that. Very
movie,
Atlantean.
the movie actually takes place in Chicago,
Yeah.
Illinois.
Yeah. Jimmy Butler's in it.
I wonder what kind of scene stood out to Brandon.
Best unimportant scene is actually the guy that y'all hate. For some reason, the FWAM. Like, I've even done that on this show. Like, after I watched this movie, for better or worse, I couldn't stop saying that. I don't know if y'all saw this in theaters. I did. Did y'all see it in
No.
theaters? Yeah, this was immediately like, this is going to be fucking amazing. And I'm a huge Jason Bateman fan and TJ Miller fan.
Yeah.
And the people around him, I was like, I've got to see this in theater. And it's got Jillian in it. Big Workaholics fan. And it didn't disappoint, but like that scene for some reason, it's not important at all. But after that, like I said, better or worse, I was always like, FWAM. Like, God, stop saying that, Brandon. I've even done it a couple times on the show, and if you've heard that, it stems from that motherfucker on the DJ booth. For sure. That's my unimportant scene, I guess. Anybody else got anything unimportant? I didn't know
Unimportant
what you were doing. I
scenes.
thought you were casting a spell, dude.
I
thought
could
you
have
were, like,
been.
on the drink. Is that yours?
Nope.
I wouldn't drink that.
He turned the Coke into Pepsi.
That'd been funny.
Goddamn.
Like, isn't it funny?
It was Dr. Pepper.
Little Nicky reference.
Oh,
Okay.
God, he turned it to Coke, then Pepsi. Beautiful.
So it's up to you,
Nothing
Rodney.
really stood out to me. Like
Do you have a cringy moment or anything?
Yeah, dude. Every scene that guy was in. Every scene.
The
Are we
DJ.
talking-
Yeah,
DJ.
he really hated him because we were watching this movie together, and he knew
He's calling
his scene
out.
his
He's
scene
like,
was
"I like
about to
this guy."
start, and Rodney was like, "I don't like this guy," and I was like, "What guy?" And then the dude popped up on the screen. He's like, "That guy." I was like, "Oh, okay."
Is it because he's black?
He's
That's
just,
what I
I
asked
think he
him.
just tries too hard because, like, I know it might be stupid, but when he jumps in onto the refrigerator, it's such a small scene you'd miss it. But he like jumps at the refrigerator, but the way he does it was like, dude, you look so planned right now. Like every
Yeah.
bit of that looked like you were acting. Like this didn't seem like
Yeah.
you know, I don't know.
Natural.
I don't like him at all. I think, but then the Cobb McGraw thing kind of is cringy too when Jennifer Aniston because it's always Krav Maga with when women are badasses in movies like comedies and shit. It's like Krav Maga.
Like 8 years.
It's like I was like, God, dude.
I thought you were talking about.
But I liked her putting him in a
Chinese
chokehold.
dish.
Oh yeah, it's like in our family we tap.
Yeah.
That does sound like a food. I can see you going to the Chinese restaurant. Like, I'll have the Krav Maga.
Krav Maga, yeah.
Get kicked in the chest.
Yeah.
Out of the chair, like, yeah, your buddy is like, ask for the Krav Maga. Like, boom,
Extra Krav.
Yeah, what's the extra part? Just smashes your face in, it rubs in with his foot, Bruce Lee style.
I know there's a shit ton of goofs in this.
Yeah, when dude jumped on the fridge,
Yeah,
he
that
fell
was,
off.
Yeah,
awkwardly.
that was
the first
bad.
time.
That was a real
and
bad
then they were
one.
going to replace the actor, but they thought he was so good, they brought him back. They
They even paid him less.
Yeah, dude. They paid him in,
Pesos.
yeah.
1 peso.
There's a robot in my kitchen.
Yeah, there was. Honestly, there wasn't that many goofs. They were all about the same thing, and they were so stupid. There's two that.
Getting any good
These
goofs,
are. I know.
You're like, let's just repeat the same thing in a different way. It seems like that's been happening. The Seagal movie that we got to post still. That same.
Oh yeah. Yeah, there wasn't. Here's one. There's no blood on Clay's face after he crashes the car, but when he's at the hospital, there's blood and a face injury.
Huh.
That's pretty bad.
It was a late injury. It took a while.
Yeah.
Start bleeding.
Took
That's what
30
drugs
minutes.
do.
Everybody
Drugs
knows-
slows the bleeding.
The blood comes out later when you get hurt. Not it's right away. Everybody
Well,
knows
yeah, that
Come on,
was.
Tyler.
They were just. I didn't write it. I didn't make this goof up. I did see
I mean,
it.
that was
I did
obviously
see
not
what I
100%.
think. I did see what I think was a goof that happened in the movie that wasn't supposed to. Whenever they're at that really bad club or whatever, and the HR lady goes over and is having a drink with that one guy, and they run out, and she's like making out with that guy, and she stands up and slaps him, and then she reaches for a glass of alcohol. She knocks the glass over, which I think she was sorry. I touched you. I think she was supposed to take the glass and like run out and drink the alcohol, but she knocked it over, and she like kind of looked back real quick and like fuck it, and just ran out. And I think they kept that in. That's
Instead
like
of reshooting it.
yeah, because it was still funny. Like it would have been funny if she drank it and ran out, or accidentally knocked it over. Was like fuck it, and ran out. That was a goof that I think is an actual goof in the movie.
I don't think it's a goof. Let me tell you why. I got a big layout why this isn't. I'm just playing. I'm not going into that.
Thank God.
Anyways.
Yeah, that's all the goofs actually. Was there any deleted scenes?
No, because
Oh.
I got rushed into watching this one. This is what happened. I had to do a live stream on Fat Samurai Guy's channel. And I did that, and for some reason in my mind, I also have this wrote out accordingly with my 25 Days of Christmas, where we watch one Christmas movie a night. And I was like, fuck, I got to watch Office Christmas Party tonight. And I talked to Aide, and I was like, we aren't going to be able to watch anything on Friday. She's like, okay, we'll just put them all together, and we have all day Saturday. We'll watch 3 movies. I was like, okay, yeah, that'll work. And then, like, as I closed my eyes to go to bed, my eyes opened real quick. I was like, fuck. I still had to watch that for the podcast, though. What was I thinking? And then literally the next day, I like got off work like teensy bit early, and I popped it in immediately and was like, come on. You know? And
Interesting.
then no time for deleted scenes. They were walking in as like the end of it was happening type of shit. So, yeah, once again, I fucked up the deleted scenes. I'm going to get this right one time, though. I've like done it half the time, and the half the time I've done it, it's been on an old ass DVD that's been like, you want to watch the trailer? I'm like, they're not gonna like that as a deleted scene, so not adding that. Did the ending deliver, guys?
I'll say this. I'll say sorta. Because as the movie went on, you kind of knew how the ending was going to go.
It was very
you know?
predictable.
Yeah, it was very predictable. It kind of delivered because, she invented something amazing and everyone got to keep their jobs, apparently. Probably not after they fucking burned the place down and threw their shit out the window. The trailer to this
Shut
movie
the
makes
fuck
it look
door.
so crazy. But I guess it was kind of crazy.
I mean, I wrote neutral down.
Neutral.
I don't think it did anything special. I don't think it ruined anything. I just think it kept its same pace.
I agree.
That's the whole movie.
I think it delivered, but it delivered on like a 6 out of 10 level. Neutral me like a 5 out of 10 level. It was like, I think the whole
Close.
thing with like the bridge and how they circled that back around and all of that. I think everything that transpired with Jillian's character and all of that shit was a good enough, like, what the fuck crazy ending to where I enjoyed it all. I give, it's a good enough ending for me. It's nothing great.
Me and Rodney were talking about that, the bridge scene, and the bridge opens up like this. If you're driving a car, you're hitting the bridge and dying. You're not gonna ramp up it. Your hood's gonna hit.
Get it as it's going.
Yeah, and then gain speed as it's going
Have y'all
up.
done this?
We've seen Fast and Furious one too many times.
Yeah, and those are so believable.
They're all realistic.
They made a rocket ship.
Guys,
Did
this
the
is a
ending
fucking
deliver?
comedy. Are we really doing this?
Did the
It's
ending
that's
deliver
actually
for
made
you,
an
Rodney?
Huh?
Did the ending deliver for you?
It was an
Did the
ending.
deliver for you.
It's just an ending.
It was just good.
It just
Average.
It,
It
I
just
mean it.
happened.
Nothing.
Yeah, it's one of those
We're
like
pretty much all in
one of y'all. I can't remember who was saying it, but it just kind of like you knew what was going to happen.
Predictable.
I said
So
that.
it just
No,
kind of
I
like
said that.
when it happened,
We
it
said
happened.
that.
We
I
both
said
did
that.
it.
I didn't say that. Not for me, since it's a comedy. The predictability didn't matter as much
Yeah.
to me.
Also, this is a
Didn't hurt it
movie
that
that you
much.
watch for the time during the movie. You don't care really how it ends. This is
Yeah,
I watched
how
the
most
movie
go.
for the runtime too. No, I know. what you
which came in at an hour and 45.
mean. It did. You
It
want to
did.
circle back around? We'll start.
Yeah, we'll just restart.
Yes, good shit. What about
some trivia.
The Trivial Pursuit of this?
I-
that is?
Josh has some really
No, it's
good ones.
Josh.
I
That's
don't.
right, it's
I had a
Josh.
really hard time with trivia for
Oh.
this.
You have no trivia?
No, I do, but
No.
so Tyler said earlier how much the movie grossed in the United States.
That was worldwide.
I was in the United States.
It said worldwide.
No, that's wrong.
IMDb, get your shit together.
box office.
How much did the movie gross worldwide? A, 54 million. B, 83 million. C, 114 million.
It's 83 million.
83.
54 was his, so it's between
Yeah.
the other two.
It's 83.
I'd say the highest one you said.
It didn't make that.
114 million.
Yep,
gross
told you.
worldwide.
Man, he got it.
It was like 54 million in the United States and 53 million just in Canada or something
Since
like
you
that.
struggle with this, I'm waiting for
Oh.
like the worst question ever to follow us up. Like, what was T.J. Miller's color on his Santa suit? Red. He got it.
Damn.
And then the other trivia question I have, which is actually a decent one. There's none of y'all are going to get
I
this.
thought you said actually it is that one. That's what
Uh,
you said.
So in Germany, before they released the movie, they changed the movie title. What did they change it to?
Office Christmas Party.
No, that's what it is.
Right.
They changed it. It's
Oh.
not that. That's literally the only answer you knew.
They
was
changed it
incorrect,
to
and you
Office
said it.
Party.
Christmas Party.
Office Party.
Office and party are in the title, and then there's another word.
The Office Party.
Is it?
Office Christmas Festival.
They changed it to Dirty Office Party.
Oh my god.
Eh.
Does not have the same ring as Office Christmas
No.
Party,
They
I
do
feel
that.
like.
Very bad.
Yeah, that's
why
all I
would
got.
they- German.
Yeah, but dirty in whatever language you were talking about translates to, office or party, whatever words left.
Christmas.
Well,
None of this works.
Rotten Tomatoes didn't give it the best. So critically, this movie is a 41%, which is not
I
very
think that's
good.
rough.
And audience score even is a 40%, which
Damn.
kind of surprises me because anybody I've talked to has said they liked this movie. They thought it was funny.
Really? I always hear people like this movie, but I never hear people say they love it.
And then IMDb is a 5.9.
That's,
So,
It makes sense. It's hard to get a high rating comedy.
Comedy, yeah.
What is the
Same
highest
way
rated
for me.
comedy?
Pineapple Express. Gotta be.
You think?
No, not
Big
really,
Lebowski?
not at
it's,
all. That could definitely be up there.
what is your all's scores for this movie? Let's go first.
I'll do it. I enjoyed this movie. I watched it when it first came out when I bought the DVD, and then I rewatched it yesterday,
DVDs, as I heard the DVDs are behind me.
and it was a lot funnier than I actually remember. And I picked this movie. I'm glad I picked it, even if the other guys maybe don't like it. I gave it a 7.7. This is
So
funny. Yeah, go ahead.
I'm kind of the opposite of Tyler. I remember this movie being a lot funnier
Yeah.
the first time I watched it, and then rewatching it, I didn't find it as funny. I still enjoyed it. I still think it's a good movie, worth a watch, but I'm sitting more around a 6.1.
Ooh, okay.
Well, just throw this one in the trash, huh?
That's a positive rating.
That's a good rating.
Barely. Jeez. No, it's all good. For me, this movie, I have also a different take. This movie has been the exact same every time I watch it. It's the same amount of funny. Now, Rodney has nowhere to go from this, but maybe he has a different opinion as well, because we have even come down and come up. But it's so close to being a really good comedy. To me, really good is a 7 and above, so naturally I gave it a 6.9. Maybe it's the length. I feel the length a little bit on this at times.
Yeah.
And I don't know, man. Like, I almost want to give it a higher rating because how bad comedies are and how little we get of them now. This is a really good comedy comparatively. Like, it's probably a top 20 comedy of the last, like, 10 years maybe. And that's insane to say because comedies, like, and that's hard to say because I think, like, the beginning of the 2010s, they were still pumping them out. But, like, the last 5 to 7 years, comedies just, the ones that do come out aren't good, hardly ever, and we barely get any. So it's hard for me to do that, but objectively, subjectively, that's what it is to me. It's almost really good. It's missing by a hair at a 6.9.
Yeah.
All right, Rodney, let's hear it.
I enjoyed this movie. I think it's funny. I think the characters are likable. Rob Corddry in this.
You love
it's
him, like
anytime
you said.
he's in a movie, it ups the points for me.
He needed more screen time, I think.
He did need some more screen time,
I
but
was
the
just
screen
gonna say
time he got was flawless on his part. Other than that, though, I mean, the movie is a good watch. It's a funny watch. I give it a 7.5. It's not great, but it's really good, like really fun to watch. So
Yeah, I'm harsh on comedies in comparison to my other ratings. It's hard for me to give a super high score.
yeah, it's. I don't think I've ever given a comedy over like a 9. Maybe, I don't know. I'd have to
I
go
think I've
through.
only done one, and it was the highest of regards.
Pineapple.
Yeah, they got a 10 out of 10.
I think was this the first movie that my rating was the highest?
Might be.
What did you give it?
7.7. He gave it a 7.5.
So nobody thought it was a great movie.
If you're still watching this, comment I'm still watching this on Facebook or YouTube, and I'll Venmo
And
you
Chucky will
$10.
shoot you.
I'll Venmo you $10 if you comment that. The first person, not everybody. That'd be crazy.
They're all like, "What the fuck, bro?" This video hits like a
$10.
Rambo review. Has
Do we have any-
25,000 views. You got to pay 1 million people. No, that makes no sense.
We got additional points to go over. I just got one additional point.
Now,
All right,
now
let's
you
hear it.
pulled a fucking Tyler, dude. Y'all do this every time. Nobody sits.
I still
for the
got to plug it.
additional
I got to
points.
start plugging it again.
And the only reason why Tyler didn't is because he only has additional points for the first time.
It's one additional point.
Let's hear it.
A scene that's very funny that we've forgot about and didn't bring up once was Jason Bateman at his lawyer's office.
Oh my god.
The lawyer, who's in so many other movies, don't know who his name is. What his name
I
is.
was like, whose name?
Who his name? I don't know who he
is
is.
his name?
But he is hilarious in every scene from every movie he's ever been in. It feels like.
Yeah.
He reminds me of Louis C.K., but like funnier, as Rodney
Less
said.
Jack Offie.
Yeah, less canceled. That's my only additional point. If y'all have any.
Nope.
All right. Follow
Plug
us
it.
on Instagram and Spotify at the official Box Office Banner. On YouTube at Box Office Banner and official Box Office Banner. Join our groups there. Did I say YouTube?
You can
again.
YouTube.
Nerd.
Box Office Banner.
Like,
and
share,
that's
subscribe.
it. Yeah.
Comments. What? Did you
Love
just
you guys.
comment? You gonna comment
Peace.
something? You like Christmas? Comment.
All right, cut it.